All right, so today we're going to be making cream cheese and chocolate chip cookie dip. Basically, we put chocolate chip Teddy Grahams inside this delicious cream cheese cookie dip. And to make this, you're going to need 1 package of cream cheese softened, a 1/2 cup of butter softened, 3/4 cup of confectioner sugar, 2 tablespoons brown sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, 1 cup miniature semi-sweet chocolate chips, and some chocolate chip Teddy Grahams, because that's what I like to use. You can use graham cracker sticks, or you can use other things like that. So first, you're going to take a small bowl and you're going to beat your cream cheese and your butter together until they're light and fluffy. And after that, you're going to add everything else. You're going to add the sugar, the brown sugar, the vanilla extract, and you're going to beat that together, and then you're going to add in the rest of the chocolate chips, the miniature semi-sweet chocolate chips, and really that's it. You're done. Have a look. Then you get your Teddy Graham, and you dip, and then So as I made this easy meal, I began to think about the sort of really quickness that it all comes together with. This whole dish, it only takes about 5 minutes to eat. And Wesley, is it yummy? You love it? And I began to think about times in Scripture when things come together really, really quickly. And I remembered matzah, and I'm not making matzah today, but because this is way better than matzah. But I remembered matzah, or unleavened bread, and the story of the Israelites' flight from Egypt. And after the flight from Egypt, here is what we read in the book of Exodus. Celebrate the festival of unleavened bread, because it was on this very day that I brought your divisions out of Egypt. Celebrate this day as a lasting ordinance for the generations to come. In the first month you are to eat bread made without yeast from the evening of the 14th day until the evening of the 21st day. For 7 days no yeast is to be found in your houses, and anyone, whether foreigner or native born, who eats anything with yeast in it must be cut off from the community of Israel. Eat nothing made with yeast. Wherever you live, you must eat unleavened bread. And you hear about this festival of unleavened bread the first time, and you say, why in the world is it such a big deal that they eat bread without yeast? And really, it has to do with the time that it took to make it. It's a way of remembering the way that God saved them so quickly out of Egypt, and as they made their way out of Egypt, how God made sure that they were taken care of. They didn't have time to let their bread rise. They didn't have time for any of that. They just had to make quick meals. They had to go. They had to get out of Egypt. In our lives, sometimes we just don't feel like we have the time that we need in order to allow God to take care of us. And yet, as we see, even in food, even in the deliciousness of food, God does take care of us. God doesn't forget about us. And if we're willing to turn to God, even with the little bit of time that we have, we'll continue to see ways that God is going to make sure that we are okay.